So we are going to do an overview of our Youth Engaged in Sustainable Systems internship program. This is for the Riverview cohort, and this is going to provide some details about the program and hopefully answer some questions that you may have if you're seeking out information and didn't get a chance to attend the information session on April 27th. The YESS internship program is a partnership between the Mountains of Sound Greenway Trust, the Pacific Education Institute, and the Riverview School District. And we are offering this paid internship opportunity to a cohort of 16 Riverview High School students who are curious to learn more about conservation careers, but maybe you also need to fulfill a credit to go towards graduation. This year, the program is going to be starting on July 5th and running until August 11th. The daily schedule as of now is set to begin at 8:30 and end at 3 o'clock, but this may be adjusted. The goal is that you are going to be able to reach 180 hours total to fulfill PEI's framework. So if you have any sort of trips or anything planned during this time where you're going to be missing more than like a day, perhaps maybe this summer it's not the right program for you, because we are really hoping that folks are going to be able to attend every single day unless there's like a sick day that comes up. So yeah, we're going to be meeting at the Riverview Learning Center each morning and ending there at the end of each day. From there, transportation will be provided to and from our different work sites and where we're going to be going throughout the day. The Greenway Trust is going to provide tools and safety gear for any of the work that we'll be doing, and then the students will be learning various skills from different partners. Like I said, another benefit of this program is that you can earn one biology in the workplace credit to go towards graduation, but you're also going to be earning a stipend of $1,800. Some highlights of this program are that the student interns are going to get to gain a lot of experience. They're going to gain skills working at various restoration sites as part of a crew in their cohort and alongside other conservation professionals. Getting to do trail work, getting to do restoration work along riparian areas, and just getting to kind of understand how different land managers do their work. So last year we partnered with the U.S. Forest Service a couple of days. We partnered with the Snoqualmie tribe for a couple of days, King County. So there's a lot of opportunity there to also explore different careers that are related to natural resources, land management, ecological restoration, by getting to connect with these different professionals who do this work every day. And then the student interns will also learn a lot about Pacific Northwest plants, ecology, tool safety, how to use different tools, the impact of human activities on the landscape, and then again, how different people and land managers are managing these landscapes. We thought it'd be helpful to provide a bit of a daily snapshot of what the schedule might look like day to day. So every day you're going to arrive at the Riverview Learning Center. And then from there, it might be more of a classroom day where you're doing a lot of learning, or it might be more of a field work day where you're going to do some more training and gain some different skills, connecting with these different professionals, learning more about restoration. And then we'll have lunchtime. And then again in the afternoon, it might be more field work. It might be going back to the classroom. So it kind of depends, but at least 3 days a week, we are required to go out to a work site. So that can be expected, that most of the time we're going to be out in the field. And then again, ending the day at the Riverview Learning Center. Here are a few moments that were captured from the experiences that the Riverview cohort last year got to kind of take part in. The first picture is a student working with a trail crew member from the Mountains of Sound Greenway Trust. We did some transplanting of some different native plants as we were kind of clearing out an area for picnic spots along a trail and then transplanting some of those plants that were removed and putting them elsewhere. The next one is folks working on the trail at Franklin Falls, where they got to put gravel out and kind of pack it in and make it a walkable, stable trail for folks to use and recreate on. The next picture is students taking measurements of different plants that were brought from different regions, but that are still native plants that exist here in Washington. And it is a kind of a research opportunity for climate adaptation and how plants are shifting and what range they can kind of survive through. So students got to gather data and just kind of see which different species were kind of doing all right here, and what we might be able to utilize as conditions change here in Washington. And then our work site, one of the main work sites that we would go to is at Meadowbrook, and we have a beautiful view of Mount Si every day. So these are just the students and Dana doing an activity about Leave No Trace. So a lot of lessons take place outdoors as well, not just in the classroom. And we have a beautiful work site. Another big component of this internship is students are going to be working steadily towards this restoration project proposal that they will present at the end of the summer. So they're gaining all these skills, learning all these things, and then they're going to put together their own proposal for a site that they'll have. So they'll get a site, they're going to do some site inventory looking at the conditions of their site, whether there's introduced plant species, how many native plant species, and then they're going to start setting some goals for that site. And based on everything they're learning, what could this site look like one day? How can we restore it to function as it once did, and to improve it and make it healthier? They're going to be practicing with a budget to think about how much all of this work will cost. They're going to then prepare the site and get it ready, and then think about a planting plan. So this is a really great opportunity for them to really apply the knowledge that they're learning along the way and kind of take a little bit of ownership of that learning at their own specific site. And then they're going to present it to different partners, to their families, whoever, everyone's welcome, but whoever would like to come to the project presentations, so that they can share how much they learned throughout the summer. Here are a few things to keep in mind as you're thinking about whether or not you want to apply to this program, if it's the right fit for you. A big thing is going to be having the right attire, the right clothing and gear. So we strongly encourage having sturdy boots or shoes that are comfortable and going to protect your feet and your ankles. We're going to be working on various terrain, and maybe some days it might be muddy, maybe it might be bumpy, who knows, but we want to make sure that your feet are protected. And also kind of extending that into having protective clothing. It's going to be a good idea to have some thicker, sturdy pants to wear, and then also having an option for long sleeve shirts. So that you, and all of these things, hopefully you don't mind getting them dirty. If you don't have these things, please let Dana or me, Lindsay, know so that we can help you get these things as the dates approach. And if you end up being a participant in this, we want to ensure that everybody has access to this attire. Another thing to think about is attendance. So this is a Monday through Friday experience, not on the weekends. We are hoping that you are able to attend all of these days throughout this 6-week experience. We totally understand that people have sick days or they're just not feeling great. So we have kind of worked in that we know there might be a day or so that people miss because of this. So we've made sure that you'll still be able to reach that 180 hours that are required. If you already have a trip planned where you're missing more than 2 consecutive days, this is probably just not going to be the right program this summer for you, and something to think about and try to plan for next summer if you really want to participate in this. So we really are hoping that the folks who participate are going to be able to be here for that entire 6-week experience. We also are hoping that people are going to show up on time at the RLC every day so that you can ensure that you are reaching these hours that you need to get. And if the hours aren't met, then it's possible that the stipend might get docked. The last thing is to think about how you participate throughout this experience. So thinking about growth mindset, thinking about curiosity, how you communicate with folks, and recognizing that maybe this is something that you're a little new to, and that's okay. Or maybe at the end of this, you might realize this is not the pathway for you. But thinking about how, like, where your growth edges are and how you might work throughout this experience to kind of gain whatever you can from it. Another thing is that you are going to be a student, so you're earning a credit. So they're kind of thinking about what's required as a student, but also that you're a paid professional, earning that stipend and working alongside other professionals. So keeping that in mind, it's kind of a unique situation where you're both, you're a student and a professional. And then the last thing is being comfortable getting dirty and working in various weather conditions, various work sites that have uneven terrain, and you're going to be on your feet and outside for long periods of time. So thinking about if that's the right fit for you, or thinking about if that's something that you want to grow more comfortable in. So these are just a few things to keep in mind. The application process just got started for the YESS Riverview cohort. The application opened up on April 24th and will close on May 22nd. So there's about a month to decide if you want to apply. You just go to Mountains of Sound Greenway Trust's website and go to the YESS internship webpage, and there is a section of how to participate in this program, and you will fill out a form. We potentially might have to conduct interviews depending on the number of applicants that we receive, and so if we do go through with the interview process, we'll hopefully conduct those between May 22nd and June 4th, and then have all of our participants confirmed by June 9th. So that gives about a month in between making the decision to participate in the program and when the program actually starts. If you have any more questions about the YESS program that maybe weren't answered during this presentation, please feel free to email us at education@mtsgreenway.org, and we are happy to kind of help you navigate any of those questions and give you answers to the best of our ability. If you are a student at Riverview Learning Center, I'm sure Ms. Kokel will be happy to have you stop by and answer any questions that she might be able to answer. So we are looking forward to seeing who applies to this program and who's going to participate.